in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns, and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the New Orleans Saints. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Second down now after the pass completion. Shift together here from the D-line. They're going to look to throw. His throw incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Got some space here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. First down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down following the incompletion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So they're operating in the red zone. Shepard will go in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Only able to get it to his own 20 after breaking through the contact. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Halfback sent in motion. Now back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Now a handoff here to his running back. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And now here's a carry heading left. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They go play action here on first down. And this is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. Fake here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted them to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Cameron Jordan busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's fielded at the 34. Powers ahead at the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Looks to be right around the 40.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. And now here's a carry heading left. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
An NFL update. 2nd quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Going to give this time to the tailback. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Now a handoff here to his running back. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Javonte Herndon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 44-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An NFL update, 2nd quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Five yards left for the offense. It's second down.
Here we go. Hut, Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Hut.
They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. That's caught at the 25. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here we go now.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff as they run left side. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go!
Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go!
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Shepard will go in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Come on, let's go!
going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And they give this time to the tailback.
Whoosh.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and, boy, they were successful.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Javonte Herndon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up 1st down after 1st down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human 1st down machine? I think that fits.
And to give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence, that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Let's go.
Shift together here from the D-line. Down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Back now here live in New Orleans. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 19.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the 2 points always stings, but they can put this in the end zone. You could make it a 2-score swing.
That stinging is probably that shot you take to the body. But now they can hit them in the chin with a big one, can't they? I mean, they can come right up and smack them and really create a great advantage for themselves.
An opportunity to take advantage. We'll see if they do just that. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll look to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Come on, let's go!
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and short.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Javonte Herndon with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And the back goes into motion. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 18. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Fighting him off. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose.
And the ball is knocked out. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down.
Hurry up, here we go.
He's going to fire one deep over them. And my goodness, another interception. Kentrell Bryce picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. 38. Ohio.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go. 38.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd and goal from the 5. Spins away. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
He'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. And tough starting field position here. Now a handoff here to his running back. Showed off the power, but not much room to run. Brought down at the 5. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They're going to look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And a give this time to the tailback. Room to run inside the 40. And he cuts it right sideline. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.